المسج اللي بعثت لكم اياه على البوابه، مش الواتساب، الرساله اللي قلت لكم اللقاء الاول لماده ساينتفك. اوكي بلشنا نسجل. alright you guys، لا بس عم نجرب اذا بيدخل منه. alright، welcome to the scientific and technical translation. This is a pure technical translation course, okay? So it's not like any general type of translation where you can translate freely, whatever you understand, you translate it, okay? No, this is a technical type of translation. It means that you need to be aware and you need to have the skills to translate technical vocabulary, okay? Before starting with the units of this course, I want to talk about your activities. You all know that the activities count for 40% of your grade, okay? So there will be 3 main activities. They are a little bit long, but the grade is good. يعني عدد النقاط فيها منيحة، okay? So let me share the screen with you. All right. So here we go. All right. So as I said, there will be 3 main types of activities. Activity number 1. الأرقام غلط. البرسنتج مش مشكلة بعدلها. Okay. Comprehensive technical manual translation. ليش manual؟ شو يعني manual أول شيء؟ manual مش annual. annual سنوي. manual اللي هو الدفتر يلي إذا بتشتروا أي أداة إلكترونية بيجي معها دفتر، صح؟ بفرجيكم كيف تركبوا، شو بيعملوا، شو ازاي في كتيب، بالضبط كتيب الاستعمال. alright? So why? Because it's a technical booklet. It's a technical manual. It has lots of technical vocabulary, okay? Activity number 2, technical terminology and contextual translation. This is fairly easy, an easy translation. You have words in English, you have words in Arabic, and you will have to match them, okay? And then you have a small paragraph where you have to translate it. And the final one is technical report analysis and summary translation. This is a little bit longer. Okay, ولكن we will do them. طيب, for activity 1, comprehensive technical manual translation, you will be given a text to translate. Okay, translate the text from Arabic to English. It will be in Arabic, and you will translate it into English, taking notes of all the technical and scientific vocabulary out there. Okay, so you have to be very specific, you have to be accurate, and you have to do lots of internet research on these vocabularies, okay? And this one is the correct grading. It counts for 40% of your grade, okay? The second one is a technical terminology and contextual translation, and this counts for 30%. يعني عندكم already 30% هيك معطيكم اياها ببلاش. Okay, because this activity is super easy. First part, it's divided into two parts. First part counts for 10%, and as I told you, it's a match for the vocabulary. You have 10 vocabularies in English, scientific and technical vocabularies in English, and you have to match their Arabic translation, okay? And then you have part 2, translation of a paragraph. Okay? The last activity that we will do in this course is technical report analysis and summary translation. And this counts also for 30% of your grade. So you will read a technical report. Okay, it's a little bit long. I think it's 1.5 pages or 2 pages minus. Okay. You will write a concise Arabic summary. شايفين ما احلاهم ال 30% كيف حتاخذوهم ببلاش؟ اوكي؟ Concise Arabic summary of approximately 300 words. 300 words بيطلعوا صفحة إلا شوي. صفحة إلا ربع هيك شيء. اوكي؟ Your summary should capture the main points, key findings, and potential implication of the research. Okay? طيب, you have to focus on clarity and accuracy. لما تيجوا تعملوا summary لا بحث أو لا كتابة تقنية أو scientific حتلاحظوا إنكم حتواجهوا صعوبة. طيب شو هي المعلومة المهمة اللي لازم أحطها؟ طيب هل هاي المعلومة مهمة ولا المعلومة الثانية هي الأهم؟ طيب أحطها في السمري ولا ما أحطها؟ أوكي؟ So you will need to be very careful وبنفس الوقت انتبهوا إنكم عم تعملوا سمري بالعربي فبالتالي لازم تترجموا الأفكار والفوكابيلاريز التكنيكال والساينتفك يلي حتلاقوها في طريقكم أو يلي حتستخدموها في السمري تبعتكم. Okay? So these basically are the 3 main activities that we will do. I only chose to do 3 activities because they will be a little bit long and you will need to scratch your head, okay, to do them. All right. So this is it for the activities. Any questions regarding these activities? كله مفهوم بالنسبة لهم؟ بس على الرابط زيها زي الباقي. اوكي طيب بس تكبس على الرابط يعني وهو بدخلها. Okay, so these are the activities. All right, since we have many lessons, we have around 6 lessons before your midterms exam, okay? We will take our time explaining the units, okay? So you know we have 6 units, 3 units before the midterm and 3 units before the final, okay? Unit 1, I will try to do each unit divided by 2, okay? Yani each unit will be done in 2 classes. Okay? So today we will do unit part 1, and we will focus on practices, okay? The practices are not like any other practices. They are a bit long, all right? So we will take our time when we do the translation. You will not be allowed in class to use any type of internet, okay? Google, ChatGPT, whatever, no. اوكي بعرف انكم في الاكتيفيتيز راح تبهروني وتستخدموا كل انواع الاي اي اللي بتلاقوها في طريقكم، اوكي؟ ولكن في الصف I make sure no one uses his or her phone, okay? So turn off your phone out, put them in your bags, close the books because we don't use books in my classes, okay? And focus. Just focus on the presentation and focus on the exercises. However, the exercises are group work, okay? So you can work together If you're stuck on something, you can ask your peer to help you. Okay? All right. طيب, إذا Unit 1 is an introduction to scientific and technical translation. So, what is scientific and technical translation? Forget what it's written here. Tell me in your own words. What do you think scientific and technical translation mean? Okay, it's about technology. What about technology? حللوها. You have three main words. You have scientific, you have technical, and you have translation. The knowledge. Knowledge of what? The knowledge of translating what? Text. Text in what? In what? Language. In what? In sciences and technology. Okay? It's a specific course for scientific and technical translation. So we are translating text, or we are transferring the meaning from one language into another in regards to texts that deal with scientific and technical information. Okay? So, the process of translating scientific and technical text from one language into another. ليش؟ لأنه we're talking about translation, right? وشو الهدف من الترانسليشن؟ يلي هي ناخذ التكست من هاي اللغة ومنوديه للغة الثانية. Okay? Ensuring accurate transfer. هون في فرق بين scientific and technical and the other type of translation, mainly literary translation. In the literary work of translation, you can add, you can delete, you can do whatever you want, ولكن you need to transfer the meaning. Okay? مش مهم how you transfer it, المهم that you transfer it. In this type of translation, you have to be accurate. You're not allowed to add, you're not allowed to omit, because it will change everything. It will change the information that you are trying to transfer. Okay? So we said it's to ensuring the accurate transfer of specialized knowledge. ليش specialized? Because it deals with scientific and technical field. Okay? So this is why it is a specialized knowledge. The importance of scientific and technical translation. Why is it important for us to translate this type of field? Why? What do you think? برضو يسوقكم من اللي مكتوب. طلعوا علي. Why is it important that we translate these types of information? Exactly. We need to transfer the information, the new innovations, the new technologies that are happening worldwide. We need to transfer it into our own culture to be able to understand it, to be able to learn it, okay, and to be able to practice it. So without translating it, we will not be able to accumulate all the information that we need from the source language. Okay? So, the first importance, or the first point in the importance of the scientific and technical translation is that it facilitates global knowledge. المعلومة للجميع. It's for everyone to know. Okay? It's crucial for international collaboration, and this is very important for researchers, for universities, for inventors. Okay, they need to collaborate with other people in order to become famous, in order to publish their research, okay, and advance in their careers. So they need to be able to communicate the same information, to be able to understand the same information in order to work together. Okay? Enables technological advancement. When you know the concept, you can build on it. Right? هيك بتصير الاختراعات. فكرة اترجمت إلك، بنيت عليها، طلعت فكرة جديدة، طلعت فكرة أكبر، طلعت شيء مهم للبشرية، للتكنولوجيا, for everything. Okay? And the last point is to ensure safety in product use across languages. Okay? So if I buy a machine made in Germany and the guy is in German and I don't speak German, how am I going to be able to operate this machine? I need a translated guide in Arabic or in English in order for me to understand, or in any other language that I speak. Okay? So that's why it's very important for the safe use of any technological or scientific equipment or product. Okay? So these are the main 4 points. Increase knowledge. Our knowledge is for all. Okay? For collaboration. This is the main important point. Technological advancement and use of products safety. Okay? Okay. For example, when we talk about the impact of translation in medicine, okay? يلا يا مدام, try example.
The translation of research papers on
mRNA
vaccines allows for rapid global development and distribution of COVID-19 vaccine.
Okay. شو يعني the translation of research paper on mRNA؟ mRNA هو شو اسمه؟ جين في السلسلة، جين في الجسم. Okay? I think. I'm not a scientist, but I think. So the research done on this mRNA has led to discovery. These discoveries and researches were translated to almost every language out there in order for the scientists of that country to work on looking for the vaccine that will help us with overcoming COVID-19's effects. Okay? So that's why translation of these scientific and technical researches, data, information is very crucial, is very important. And that's why the translator who specializes in scientific and technical translation has to have background on lots of things like sciences, like technology, like medicine, like writing is part of it, ولكن أهم شيء mathematics, engineering, okay? So the one, the translator who will become a translator in scientific and technical translation needs to have these special skills, okay? So not everyone, believe me, not everyone can translate technical translation, okay? All right, so we have Mr. Naida. Naida is a very, very renowned researcher on translation, okay? He's one of the first who talked about translating the Bible in a literal, not literal way. In a literal, not literal way, okay? He was the first one who saw the translator as translator. First, or before, the translator was not even there. No one talked about who translated the text. Only that the text was good, the text was bad. Okay? No one thought about the translator. ولكن neither was one of the founding fathers of who is the translator. Okay? Scientific translation is regarded as a communicative service. According to NIDA, scientific and technical translation is a communicative service. شو يعني communicative service? Exactly. It's something that we use to communicate an idea. Okay? Elaborate, you guys. Think and elaborate. لما أقول لكم شو يعني give me a whole sentence, a full sentence. Okay? هيك هاي الطريقة اللي بتحسنوا فيها لغة. It involves three main people. مين هن؟ and the reader. هدول الثلاثة جزء مهم من عملية الكوميونيكيشن because the writer communicates to the translator what he wants, the translator translates and communicates to the readers what they want to know. Okay? It is more than rendering source text and style. هي أكثر من إنه بس نترجم. هي نترجم نعطي المعلومة بالشكل الصحيح اللي يفهمها القارئ ويبني عليها أو يقدر يشتغل من خلالها. Okay? It is concerned with ensuring delivering information accurately and correctly. Why? We always talk about that accurately and correctly. If you make any type of mistake in the scientific and technical field, you can destroy a whole nation. Okay? So this is important. Yani, for example, if a country wants to create a missile of nuclear warhead, okay? And it got the manual translated from the Germans, for example, with some mistake in it. What do you think can happen to this nuclear warhead? Maybe it doesn't work. It can explode, right? If you want to launch it, it doesn't launch, okay? So there are translating these types of information is very crucial. It needs accuracy and it needs to be correct, okay? The last one is to ensure that the reader may use this information easily. It's not always like this because some documents are translated in secrecy, okay? Yani only the one who commissioned the translator and the translator only know what is within these documents, okay? So you can have, because for example, it could be a very important piece of information that they don't want anyone to know, okay? Or how to create something. I don't know. Something that may destroy, something that may save life, okay? All right. So, how does scientific and technical text work? Or how do scientific and technical texts work? They don't deviate from ordinary grammar. This is the best thing. مش زي literary translation where you can have simile, you can have metaphors, you can add, you can edit, you can omit. No, exactly. This is some type of literal translation. Some type. It's not pure literal translation, ولكن it's some type of literal translation. They use logic. يعني كلها أرقام، كلها حسابات، كلها منطق. They use an argumentative progression. بيعطوكم argument، بيعطوكم شو التحليل، بيعطوكم شو النتيجة. It's an argumentative type of test. They add to the items that are conventionally used. يعني بما إنه it's straightforward, it doesn't deviate from ordinary language. It gives you what we use in scientific and technical terms that way. Okay? If it's not used, you don't use it. There is no insertion, substitution, or permutation. Okay? ما في لا تغيير، لا تعديل، لا حذف، لا إضافة، ولا شيء. They underline the information content without bothering about feature characteristic of poetic text, such as rhyme, connotative, or symbolic meaning. احنا بنعرف انه الترجمة عبارة عن إخراج جميع المشاعر اللي في داخلنا لما نترجم، right؟ إلا في scientific and technical. هدول كل هالاشياء مشاعركم بتضبوها في البيت وبتستخدموا الكلمات الصحيحة المباشرة يلي بتهدف لهدف معين. Okay? So this is, I mean, scientific. I think legal, yeah, legal is a straightforward type of translation كمان. إذا ما أخذتوا legal لسه أنتوا صح؟ أخذتوها؟ Religious translation, yes, it is. So religious, legal, scientific are straightforward languages, okay? We don't use rhetoric, we don't use metaphors, we don't use all these beautifying things that we use in other types of translation, especially literature. Yes, exactly, it can change the meaning. Okay. Characteristic of scientific and technical texts. شو صفات scientific and technical text. شو اسمه؟ نغم يلا اقرا. Logical utterances. Okay. Logical order of utterances. شو يعني utterances؟ لفظ. speech. شو اللي عم بحكيه؟ الutterance اللي هلا انا عم بحكي I'm uttering something, I'm saying something, okay? Logical order فاعل مفعول به، شو اسمه اضافه مضاف اليه، مع شو اسمه مبني للمشروع whatever, okay? This is the order that should go. Use of terms specific to each given branch of science and technology. مع terminology specialized for scientific and technical field. Okay? Frequent use of specific sentence pattern, theoretical, argumentative, and formulative. ليش؟ لأنها في hypothesis، في نظرية، أو بدنا نحل هاي النظرية، بدنا نحكي عنها. ففي تسلسل منطقي لحل هاي النظرية أو هاي المعضلة أو هاي الاكتشاف يلي إحنا بدنا نسويه. Okay? Use of quotation, references, and footnotes, and this you will find it a lot in the scientific and technical لأنه قال فلان أو قال الطبيب أو قال العالم كذا. Okay? Footnote اللي هي كلمة مش مفهومة منيح بحطوا عليها asterisk بيشرحوا فيها الفوتنوت شو هي. Okay? References قال فلان الفلاني كذا وكذا بتروحوا بتحطوا الريفرنس تبعيته عشان ما يحكوا عنكم انكم سرقتوا سرقه من هذا الشخص. فانتوا عشان هيك بتعملوا له الريفرنس في اخر الترانزليشن او اخر الكتابه او اخر النص. اوكي؟ Specific on syntax and on terminology. هلا on terminology, yes, because it's a specialized type of terminology. Whereas on syntax, okay, I am with and not with this, okay? Because how did we say, if you remember, it doesn't deviate from ordinary grammar, right? هلا ممكن تكون في شيء خاص فيها ولكن it's something very specific, okay? For example, When translating a smartphone user manual, we translate the clear instructions, okay? We translate the technical terms of the phone, step by step guides على اساس يفهم اللي بده يقرا الترجمه شو لازم يساوي خطوه بخطوه. And diagrams, إذا في عندنا charts, إذا في عندنا diagrams, إذا في عندنا صور, we have to translate these. Okay, so that's an example of a smartphone guide. You have the instruction, the quick start, you have it in the instruction manual, how to do, what to do in each step and everything. Okay, so this is what technical translators translate sometimes if they translate manuals. Okay? Challenges in scientific and technical translation. هلا حتلاحظوا انه في العروض تبعيتي في اشياء زياده. هاي الزياده مني للتوضيح. اوكي؟ ولكن you stick to your book. Okay? But these are to make it easier for you to understand some of the points in the book. Okay? Now, what are the challenges? The first challenge is that these terms are specialized, right? So I, as a translator, need to have a massive pool of knowledge in these terminologies. Okay? Keeping up with the rapid technological change من ساعة لساعة من دقيقة لدقيقة مش من يوم ليوم من سنة لسنة بوقت كثير قليل بيصير في تطور على التكنولوجيا والعلوم والساينسز فبالتالي I need to be up to date with this terminology. Maintaining accuracy and precision, and this is sometimes very hard for translators to do. And cultural differences in scientific approach. مثلا ما يمشي في الساينسز في أوروبا ممكن لا يمشي عندنا. Human testing, for example, in Europe does not work in the Arab world. We don't do tests on humans, right? So you have to be careful when translating to take care of the cultural differences. Is it allowed? Or are you allowed to translate this point or this information into the Arabic culture or not? Okay? What? If the scientific society accepts it or not. Exactly. Okay. For example, okay. When translating a software document, say software, مثلا Microsoft Word. When Microsoft Word started, it started only in English, right? What did they do? The translator, the Arab translator, they changed the interface of Microsoft Word to be in Arabic, right? So now you can either download Microsoft Word in English interface or Microsoft Word in an Arabic interface. Okay? والايكونز بتكون مترجمه في الايكويفالنت تبعها. مثلا سيف حفظ، بيست نسخ. Okay? So for example, these are the 5 best practices for technical document translation. أول شيء keep terminology consistent and avoid synonyms. Write in active voice, not passive voice. Format bullet points and subheading عشان توضيح. Use short sentences for clarity. وهذا يختلف عن اللغة العربية. You have to be careful. English sentences or English like its sentences short. Arabic likes its sentences long. Okay? Avoid cultural references, slangs, and idioms. Okay? هذا it's not in your textbook, ولكن this is for you as extra knowledge. Characteristics of scientific and technical translation. صاير كثير، احنا بعدين ندخل في التدريبات. اوكي؟ وهذا التسجيل الاول. اوكي. Characteristics of scientific and technical translator. What are its characteristics? Oh, his or her characteristics. Yeah.
Strong subject matter knowledge.
Knowledge. You have to be knowledgeable in the subject you are going to translate.
Excellent research skills.
This is very important. As a specific type of translator, okay, or a translator that translates specific types of text, you will need to have good research skills. Okay? يعني ما بكفي تيجي تترجم وخلص that's it. No, you have to do your research. You have to make sure that the words you are using are the correct ones. Yep.
Attention to detail.
This is very important. There's Malcolm, a translator in the field of scientific and technical translator. Translation needs to need to have backgrounds and knowledge in physics, math, science, technology, whatever, because it is needed for him or her when translating. Yes.
Ability to understand complex concepts.
Exactly. ليش؟ لأنه we're dealing with science. We're dealing with technology. Okay, technical terms. They are complex ideas, complex terms. So they need to have some understanding of complex concepts.
Familiarity with relevant tools
And software. Okay. So like Microsoft Word, like CAT tools, like machine translation, AI now, okay? But be careful when using these types of tools and softwares. For example, when an aerospace translator, شو يعني aerospace؟ أو فضاء، astronaut أو شخص يشتغل في الفضاء. اوكي؟ ترانسليتر مترجم في الامور اللي لها علاقه بالفضاء الخارجي وفي الاسترولوجي والاسترونومي وكل هاي الامور. Working مثلا on translating a satellite manual, he or she needs knowledge of physics, engineering, and space technology. Yani he should be a scientist. He should have studied sciences at school, at university, whatever, taken training courses. If he or she did not study at a specific university, at least taken some courses in these fields. Okay? And طبعا linguistic skills in order to be able to translate. Scientific translation versus literary translation. هيك بيعطوكم لمحة بسيطة فيها عن في الكتاب. Okay. So what's the difference between both of them? Creativity. Accuracy لمين؟ Scientific. Creativity. Literary.
Objective is subjective language.
مين الobjective؟ Scientific. مين الsubjective؟ اللي بقدر اتخيل شو ما بدي فيها literary. Technical term لمين؟ One figurative language, figure of speech. أنت جميلة بجمال الوردة whatever. Okay, that's literary. Standardized لمين standardized؟ Scientific. شو قلنا؟ It's straightforward, okay? While flexible, it's for the literary, okay? Last slide, I promise. So, when does equivalence occur? What is equivalence, first of all? What's equivalence? أخذتوها من أول course في الترجمة. What is equivalence? اللي هي الكلمة ومقابلها في اللغة الثانية. This is equivalence. Okay, you have the word and its equivalence in the other language. Sun, moon, قمر. House, sunset. Okay, this is equivalence. طيب امتى بيصير الايكويفالنس؟ When does equivalence occur? On the denotational meaning في الكلمة نفسها على نطاق الكلمة نفسها. على نطاق الكلمة نفسها زي ما قلنا هلا شمس قمر moon. اوكي؟ explicit indirect meaning. شو يعني denotational meaning اللي هو المعنى المعجم. اوكي؟ لما تفتحوا المعجم الكلمة هي معناها this is the denotative meaning. اوكي؟ connotative meaning اللي هو dialect, medium, style, etc. الconnotative meaning اللي هو المعاني اللي هي ما بعد المعنى الأساسي. اوكي؟ ما بعد المعنى المعجمي، كل ما خفي وكل ما برز لهاي الكلمة. اوكي؟ Factual norms، شو نوع النص؟ هون بيصير في equivalence. نوع النص scientific, legal, business, literary, whatever. Okay, دائما بيكون في له مقابل. Pragmatic meaning how the language is used and in which context it is used. When we talk about scientific, for example, and technical text, the audience is who? Who is the audience for the scientific and technical? هو مين هو القارئ؟ مين اللي بيقرأ هاي الأمور؟ Scientists, technical people who want to know more about this field. Okay? Linguistic form, we use metaphor, we use rhyme. Is there a metaphor? Is there a rhyme? Do we need an equivalent for this? Do we not? Okay? هذا على نطاق الايكويفالنس بشكل عام. ولكن إذا بدنا نخصصها هاي مش هاي وهاي مش موجودين في الساينتفك صح؟ حكينا it's an accurate, straightforward, standardized language. Okay? Alright. Let's practice. ورقة وقلم. ما حداش يجي على اللقاءات المزدهية بدون ورقة وقلم. آية وميار اللي معانا أونلاين برضو أنتوا نفس الشيء استخدموا ورقة وقلم. I will put a text, okay, on the screen, and I will give you a few minutes to read it and translate it, taking into account the specialized vocabulary for the scientific and technical texts, okay? As I told you, it's an open exercise, so you can discuss, you can share, okay, together in order to come up with a good translation, all right? ليش هذا الحكي أنا بعملكم إياه؟ Because the translator is not God, okay? He can err, can do mistakes. That's why any translator, whichever field they are translating in or from, they need to ask the experts of this field, okay? Yes, so that's why group work is a first step for you as future translators to be aware of that. Yes, I can ask experts without being shy. I need their expertise. I need their information in order for me to do a good translation. Okay? All right. The first text لماذا؟ The impact هلا لاحظوا انه مرقمين 1 2 3 هاي تكمله للنص. اوكي؟ So NOS is about the impact of climate change on the ecosystem. Okay? Don't forget to translate the title. Okay? So climate change is a pressing global issue that has far-reaching consequences for ecosystems. Scientists have been studying the effects of climate change on various aspects of the environment, and the results are concerning. Okay? In this article, we will explore how climate change is impacting ecosystems and what measures can be taken to mitigate its effects. There are some specialized languages, okay, some specialized vocabulary in this one. Try to talk with each other to know which is the best equivalence of this word in Arabic. Okay? Yeah. Start. I don't know. You have all your friends here. Add them. It's fine. You can work in groups. Work in groups. Work in groups. صبايا يلي معنا على الجروب سامعيني؟ آية وميار سامعيني؟ بعرف لحظة. آية ميار ملاك سامعين؟
دكتورة معك.
اوكي اللي عم نسويه اللي هو ترجمة النص يلي على اللي قبالكم. Please do not use AI translation, Google translation. Try to translate it from your own knowledge. Okay? All right. Okay? No? You are right. Think. If you don't know the word, leave it blank. If you don't know it, leave it blank. Ecosystem is consisting of 2 words. Think of these 2 words. الجبال. Together too. If there is something you don't know, you can ask. If there is something you don't know, you can ask. I don't know. I don't know. You're 11 students in this.
What's mean pressing? Pressing. Yeah, pressing.
Yalla, one minute. Arabic grammar and structure. Okay? أهم شيء بالترجمة Arabic grammar and structure. بعدين اقرأوها لبعض، لما تقرأوا بصوت عالي بتبين الأخطاء. يلا one more minute ونساوي بشوف شو عملتوا. يلا try to repeat that. بالمنطق شو يعني بالمنطق؟ من الجملة what measures can be taken to mitigate its effect. منطق الجملة شو يعني mitigate؟ بأسئلة الترو فولس والمالتيبل تشويس يا جماعة في الامتحان اتوقع تكون بالكتاب. أسئلة الشائن الكتابي ممكن يجيكم نص زي هيك وتكتب. كيف؟ مش ضروري يكون من الكتاب. alright يلا. يلا let's start. يلا you guys give me your translation. No, we already read the English. Sabaya, listen. Ecosystem, ecological system, النظام البيئي. القضية عيدة لا جملة كاملة. التغير المناخي هي قضية لها عواقب بعيدة الأمد على النظام البيئي. اوكي. درس العلماء التغير المناخي على مختلف الجوانب البيئية وقد كانت النتائج محبطة. Very nicely put. التغيير المناخي على النظام البيئي وما هي الإجراءات التي يجب اتخاذها لحصر تأثيراته. This is good. This is good. تقليل. Yes. Go on. Yeah, go on. Listen.
دليل المناخ على النظام البيئي. دليل المناخ هو قضية عالمية ولها على المدى البعيد آثار سلبية.
اوكي. let me just لانكم انتم بلشتوا التغيير المناخي، التغيير المناخي في اول الجمله. we all know that Arabic likes verb subject. يعتبر التغير المناخي okay. start with a verb. كمل.
تمام. ولها على المدى على النظام البيئي. وقد درس العلماء آثار التغيير المناخي على مختلف الجنسيات، والنتيجة كانت مغلقة. وفي هذا المقال
وفي هذا المقال
سوف نكشف كيف يؤثر المناخ على النظام البيئي ومن مش
مشكلة. كيف سيؤثر المناخ على النظام البيئي؟ عندكم future tense will explore. اوكي، هذا اخذتوه في writing 1. لسه ما اخذتوش writing 1؟ اوكي، اللي اخذ معي introduction to translation اخذت كيف بنترجم التنسز رايت. اوكي، صبايا اونلاين. مين معي؟ اشوف آية وميار. ايش كيف ترجمتكم؟ آية وميار معي؟
معاكي.
طيب اسمعوا صبايا، بدي صوت. ميار تعطينا الترجمة؟
يلا.
listen.
التغير الجوي هو قضية عالمية ملحة والتي لها عواقب بعيدة المدى على النظام البيئي. العلماء درسوا تأثير التغير الجوي على جوانب مختلفة في البيئة.
ميار، العلماء درسوا ولا درس العلماء؟
درس العلماء
يس.
تأثير
كملي.
التغير الجوي على جوانب مختلفة من البيئة، والنتيجة مثيرة للقلق.
اوكي.
في هذا المقال سوف نكتشف كيف التغير الجوي يؤثر على النظام البيئي، وما هو الإجراء
كيف
الذي يمكن اتخاذه.
يؤثر التغير الجوي على النظام البيئي؟ remember فعل فاعل فعل فاعل وليس فاعل فعل. اوكي، كملي يا ميار.
وما هو الإجراء الذي يمكن اتخاذه للتخفيف من حدة هذه المشكلة.
من حدة هذه المشكلة. This is another nice one. Perfectly done يا ميار. Perfectly done. Okay. The next text is a continuation of the first one. Okay? So, ecosystems are complex networks of organisms and their interaction with each other and their environment. They play a vital role in maintaining the balance of nature and providing essential services to humans. However, the increase in greenhouse gas emission, primarily carbon dioxide. كنا بنعرف إنه الكربون دايوكسيد بيستنشق oxygen, carbon dioxide, is causing a rise in global temperatures, leading to a phenomenon known as global warming. Okay? All right. Take 5 minutes now. يلا. Organism. Organism in nature, the human body. ايش بهذا الشكل؟ والله على If you're stuck in one word, move on to the other. Okay? Next sentence. This is scientific and technical translations. Now, you need to have lots of vocabulary. That's actually okay. كلمة organism لما تيجي حتى تحاولوا تجيبوا اسمها. بعرفش اعطيتكم هنت اكثر من هيك ما بقدرش. You have less than 5 minutes. Don't get stuck on one word. يا جماعة اسمعوني، لما تترجموا إذا في كلمة مش عارفينها ما تعلقوا عندها، كملوا ترجعوا لها. Oh my God، أخذته تقريبا 4 دقائق و3 دقائق بس بالجملة الأولى. Your 5 minutes are up. 4 minutes. يلا. One more minute. Wrap it up. You are two groups, you guys. Collaborate. Share combine. You're confusing emission with omission. بالمنطق شو بيصير في الغاز؟ مش increase يرتفع. يرتفع مش يزيد. Use your head. يلا اكتبوا آخر كلمتين يلا. You guys, you took more than 10 minutes to translate one small paragraph. All right, يلا ضيف مدك. يلا يمنا. يلا اسمعوا. Listen.
النظام البيئي مرتبط معقدة الكائنات الحية والتعامل مع بعض الأطوار في البيئة الخاصة بها.
يعتبروا اوكي.
هي تلعب دور أساسي في توازن الطبيعة وتحقق خدمات ضرورية للإنسان بالرغم من
Good.
ثاني أكسيد الكربون.
ايه هاي جملة جديدة. خذي نفس. خذي نفس بعدين اعطيني الجملة يلا كم. يا غاز. نطيتي. Breathing greenhouse gas emission primary carbon dioxide يعني example primarily example carbon dioxide. فهمتي كيف؟ يعني بدك تقولي على الرغم من شو الجرين هاوسز؟ بيوت البلاستيكية مثل ثاني أكسيد الكربون
في درجة الحرارة عندي شيء يعرف
يلا عدلوش على اللي حكيناه اعطوني اللي كتبته. يلا لسن.
في التوازن في الطبيعة وتأمين خدمات مهمة.
تأمين good job yeah.
تسبيكية
مثل
ثاني أكسيد الكربون الذي يظهر بشكل أو الذي يخلق إلى ارتفاع معدلات درجات الحرارة العالمية مؤدية إلى المصطلحات بالاحتباس الحراري بس
إذا بدك تزيدي كلمات فيك تقولي. اوكي good job you guys. هات نشوف. ميار do you have a translation?
Yes.
Can you say it? يلا اسمعوا بدي الصوت. اسمعوا شو عم تحكي.
يعتبر النظام البيئي شبكة معقدة من الكائنات الحية وتفاعلهم مع بعضهم البعض ومع بيئتهم، ويلعبون دورا حيويا في الحفاظ على توازن توازن الطبيعة وتوفير الخدمات الأساسية للإنسان.
وتوفير الخدمات الأساسية للإنسان صح.
ومع ذلك فإن الزيادة في انبعاثات الغازات المسببة للاحتباس الحراري وخاصة ثاني أكسيد الكربون تسبب في ارتفاع درجات الحرارة العالمية، مما يؤدي إلى ظاهرة تعرف باسم الانحباس الحراري العالمي.
Okay, very nicely put. Thank you, Mayar. All right, you guys, our time is up. Yeah, خلصنا. So next time we will do more exercise. We will continue Unit 1, Part 2. and do more exercises in class. All right? Thank you for being here today, and I'll see you next week. Thank you, Yamayat.